Hi Gemini, I will be looking at a general forecast, money and love today. I will be representing Gemini, and I will be looking, and it could resonate with your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. All right, my friends, let's go ahead and get into the energy. One more shuffle. One more shuffle. One more shuffle. All right, here we go. Looking at the general forecast now. Looking at the general forecast. I have the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. Ooh, the sun flipped over. Last Judgment. Let's look at the bottom row now. High Priest just flipping over. Justice energy. Hierophant. Page of Swords. All right, let's look at money. Looking at money now for Gemini. Looking at money energy now for Gemini. Money for the month. Money for the month. Money for the month. For Gemini. King of Cups. King of Cups. We have the Nine of Rods trying to come out on the table. Yeah, there could be something that the King of Cups is wanting. There could be something that... well, the King of Cups is like a masculine. It could be a masculine around you, Gemini. You guys could have Kings of Cups around you. This would be husbands, lovers, family members, connect into Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. The King of Cups likes to bring improvement. He likes to heal. He likes to connect emotionally. And there could be something that the King of Cups is needing financially, or that he is trying to connect to, but not able to succeed in. There's something here financially that's maybe King of Cups is going to want to buy something. So there, if you guys are, if there are some of you that are married or with people, and they're more of an emotional type of person, or they could be in a field of healing or making things better. And the King of Cups can also be like a person who helps around the home, like a handyman or a carpenter or something. So it doesn't have to be in the healthcare field at all, but somebody who wants to help improve. And the King of Cups is a good supportive person to have around. So the King of Cups is a beautiful person, but the Five of Pentacles is here. So financially, you could be tempted to help the King of Cups in some way, but he doesn't have enough to pay for this. He just doesn't have enough money somehow. How will Gemini feel about this? The King of Cups could be wanting something he just doesn't have. How does Gemini feel about the King of Cups? How does Gemini feel about the King of Cups? And if you're single, this would be like some sort of need that you would have, like a need within the home, or some sort of improvement in the workspace or something. It could be. But if that's the case, it's like there's just not enough money yet or something like that. I just want to pull another card. Three of Cups. Three of Cups connected in. He could be looking more now towards the group of people. He could be kind of wanting what someone else has, perhaps. I don't think that anything is actually going to be spent. I really don't. I think that whatever is being brought up, it's for the future. I really think it's for the future. There's just not enough money yet. I feel like it's for the future, and it could connect in with other people, like a family group. Maybe with other people, he's maybe realizing, okay, if I can get a few other people on board, we could do this, right? He's like, okay, how could my family help? You know, how could we do this as a group? But whatever is being planned here financially, I just feel like it's just not, yeah, there's just not enough time, maybe not enough money, not enough people, something like that. It's going to have to happen in the future. But I think that the King of Cups is planning. So if you have a masculine around, the masculine, and if you're connecting in, would be planning something that just doesn't have enough money quite yet. If there's no masculine around you, then this would connect in with the home, the workplace, your community, and something that you would want to do to help improve that. There's just not enough money yet, and maybe not enough people. Okay, that's the money reading. Let's go ahead and look at romantic love now. Looking at romantic love. Romantic love for Gemini. Romantic love for Gemini. Romantic love for Gemini. Empress energy. Romantic love for Gemini. Ten of Pentacles flipped over. Nine of Swords. Eight of Swords. Your mother's heart, like your mom, like not your, it could be your mother. It could be your mother. But we definitely have a maternal energy here connected into romance. So this could be for people who are married or who are connected in a significant way to someone else. It looks like there's something here that is affecting the maternal sense. You could be worried about, the feminine could be worried about something, and she may not feel like she has enough, or she has enough. She might be feeling inferior about something and worried about something, maybe worried about a child, or worried about how her partner might be viewing things, because she's coming across, the feminine here, Gemini, is coming across as the mother, and we're going into romantic love. So the energy is interesting. This would be connected. This love story is coming out for people that are in significant relationships and probably have either pets or children. That's who I'm connecting into this time. And there could be something that the mother is worried about. Maybe she's spending so much time as a mother that she is lacking a connection with the partner in some way, or she may not feel like she has enough time or enough energy. And she could even be worried about that. Am I fulfilling all of my roles? Am I being a mother and a spouse and a lover? There might just be she might have some pretty high standards for herself. How does a masculine feel? How does the masculine feel for Gemini? How does the masculine feel for Gemini? Devil energy. Masculine feels the devil. The masculine has a devil energy. Capricorn energy. Page of Pentacles. Knight of Wands. Well, the masculine is going to come forward this month with something really interesting. He could be very intent on something, or very interested in something. This could be coming as like a little bit of pressure, a little bit. The masculine is bringing forward some sort of pressure towards the feminine. The feminine is in a maternal place, something that she's creating. She could be raising children. She could be creating something new, but she's in a very maternal space. And the masculine energy is coming forward very intensely. He could be having some sort of an idea. He could have some sort of an idea or something that he's really wanting to do. It could connect in with business, or it could. I do think it's Page of Pentacles. It's something that's going to be good. I don't think it's anything bad, but I think that the masculine is very intense on doing something, connected in with this Knight of Wands, which is fast, spontaneous, quick, plans, and with the Empress, she's maybe saying like, I don't have everything figured out yet. I don't have, I don't, she might not have time. She might not have the energy. She might not think it's like the right thing to do. This masculine has with the devil energy, he does have the capacity of going too much, too far, too soon, too long, that kind of energy, like a lack of moderation here. But there's also like intense passion, interest. I don't think there's anything wrong with the masculine and the feminine. I just feel like they could be at odds with what their focus is or what they're wanting to do. And the feminine might not feel like she even has enough time, or it might, for the masculine might think it's great fun. For the feminine, she's like, well, it's fun for you, but I have to pack, I have to cook, I have to get everything ready. For you, it's like, when in the fall, it's like when there are people that I know that like go hunting, right? I don't do that. But there are people that go hunting, and for the man to go hunting, oh yeah, he has the gun and he has all the equipment. He gets to go sit up in the tree fort and watch or whatever he does. But for the feminine, she's like cooking, and she has little kids and she has to keep them quiet. And, it's something like that. And for the feminine, I don't know necessarily if she is all that excited about this adventure that awaits her. I'm not sure if she's all excited about it. I think that she's more concerned if she's going to be able to do it or not. How does the masculine feel about that? How does the masculine? Yeah, 8 of Swords. So there's going to be, there's a situation here where I think it's just going to, the Knight of Wands is maybe not quite the right energy. I think the masculine might have to slow down just a little bit. He's coming in hot and heavy with something. Yes, he's bringing in some sort of a gift. Let's go on a trip. Let's go camping. And maybe the feminine has a couple little kids or something. She's like, camping sounds fun for a man, but for a woman, maybe not so fun. I have to get up in the middle of the night and nurse, and I have to make sure that we have enough water, and I have to make sure I have, cleaning supplies. And for the masculine, he lays there and he snores in the middle of the night, just like that. Sorry, I know that's obnoxious, but like when I get into the energy, that's the energy that's between. So it's probably the masculine's probably going to need to realize that he might be just asking a little bit too much of the feminine, and then he goes into the 8 of Swords. Now you're both in the 8 of Swords, and then this Knight of Wands is stymied. So it feels like the masculine is going to come forward with some great idea that he thinks it's good. For the feminine, she's like, wait a second, I don't know if I can do that. And then maybe nothing happens because the 8 of Swords comes in for the masculine as well. You're both in the 8 of Swords. Oops, I just knocked the flower off the table with my pinky. And so I do think like whatever's on the table, it gets like anything that's romantic about this might just kind of go down the drain. How interesting. Oh my gosh. Well, you do have the Hierophant and the Page of Swords here. So that's what we have for Gemini for love, which is very interesting. I think I'm connecting into groups of people that are like in their daily lives working something out. And whatever is being proposed, I do think that it's going to be delayed because the feminine just might have too many concerns. She might just push back just a little and slow the masculine down. I think that's okay. All right, I'm going to go and put that little flower that I had on my table back because I don't want that. If I can reach it. Where did it go? I don't even know where it is. Oh, here it is. There we go. We'll put her back. Okay. Now, for the general forecast for Gemini energy, and you're moving into the Gemini in a general way is in the 9 of Pentacles. So there's a sense of strength here connected to Gemini. Whether you're in a relationship or not, you're going to be strong on your own this month. You could be doing something on your own, right? You could be starting a new job. You could be starting a new business. You could be making some decisions on your own. There is a strong energy of independence around Gemini. And some of you could be connecting into some really nice wealth or some improvements in finances as well, because justice energy is here. So whatever you're doing, Gemini, I think you're feeling quite satisfied and good about what you've done. You've made some really good decisions. And I do think it connects into self-reliance, self-sustenance, standing alone energy, that, where you walk into a room by yourself and you hold your space, right? You hold it with charisma, you hold it with class, and you hold it with the strength of what you know. And it feels like it's connecting into a career or into business in some way. Now, you're recognizing here for the first couple of weeks that you feel pretty good about what you've done. Justice energy. I think there's a nice sense here for you. It's a victory. For the first couple of weeks, you have a victory energy. Now, you do have the Queen of Pentacles here, so you do have a person around you that is a part of this month. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. This person could have her own business. She could be an administrator. She could be she could have any occupation, but she's very down to earth. She's very practical. She looks at the little things. She makes sure the little things are taken care of. It does look like this person is going to be asking for some sort of, like, asking for a schedule or checking. It's like, here you are, like, you're working on some sort of structure. You could be working on a routine. You could be working on what it is that you're supposed to be doing. Because the Page of Swords is like a learning energy. There is an energy of vulnerability here, or of watching closely, or of learning. You could be doing something that maybe you haven't done before, or you could be trying to figure out, okay, what's the culture here? What the Hierophant is: culture, it's religion, it's a structure. It's something that we wrap around ourselves to help us to achieve success, whether it's with our religion or our government body or the rules and the regulations, like the employee handbook, right? Something like that. Like the Hierophant could also be the employee handbook. If you're going to work here and be here, these are our policies, right? And the Hierophant here is in a neutral and with the Page of Swords. So it feels like you're really kind of spending time this month figuring out how you're going to do something. What's my system? How am I going to work? What kind of methodology am I using? And it could come with this learning energy, right? It does come with this learning energy. It doesn't matter, though, because whatever's happening here is very good. It's very good. And as you're exiting the month, you have the Judgment energy here. It's like you're recognizing the changes that you've made and the progress that you've stepped into. It's like you've stepped into something that you are doing because of your own capacities. It's something that brings benefits in a very practical way into your life. And even though you're learning and in a place where you're gaining confidence in something, you could be drafting up a contract. You could be learning how to work with a specific client. We do have Libra energy here. We have Taurus energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. And as you're moving out of the month, I think you're recognizing that, man, this is a really beautiful opportunity. This is a really beautiful opportunity. And I think that you're saying that. I made a really good decision. I like the way this is turning out. You could be making a few changes here. You could, but ultimately, like, I think you're saying, like, I really like the way this is turning out. This is like a new version of myself. Definitely there's a new version of you here. And I think that the Judgment energy is a very nice, like a life-changing. It's a life-changing energy. The way that you used to do it, it's like there's a fresh new way, and whatever you were worried about before, I don't think you're worried about that anymore. I think you could be pleasantly surprised. You could be presently surprised. You could be pleasantly surprised at your achievements, the atmosphere, and the opportunities here. And I think that you're fitting in quite well. I think you're fitting in quite well to whatever this is. So ultimately, this is a good month. This feels like a job. Feels like something that happens to do with a job. You have 9 of Pentacles, income, independence. I mean, 9 of Pentacles can connect into a job, and we don't take our spouses to our jobs usually. You know, I mean, we do our jobs by ourselves. We stand alone in our careers. I mean, unless you're in a family business or something. So yeah, I think for many of you, this is about your jobs, your careers, your money making. And it is connecting into a Queen of Pentacles. So there is someone around that's working with you on this. She's going to be very careful. She's going to want to see details. She's going to want to see progress. This could be like a boss or a co-worker. Could be a sister or something too with the Queen of Pentacles. She's very reliable, very consistent, very useful, good partner to have. But I do feel like she's going to be wanting to see some structure. I think she's going to be wanting to see some structure. And you're working on it. You're working on it. All right, Gemini, that is the reading for the month. Leo has been if I said Leo during this reading, I just want to say Leo has been crossing through my mind. There have been a few blips where I heard the word Leo. So some of you could be connecting in with Leo. That would be enjoyment, making decisions based on what's best for you, really enjoying those experiences, making sure that those experiences are for your better good. It does have some type of Leo energy. So if I did say Leo, there is a connection in with Leo for some of you. All right, very, very good. There, I was going to say it again. So some of you either have Leo in your charts, you're connected to a Leo, or you're in a Leo type energy that's connecting into this month for this group. All right, Gemini, that is the reading. Wishing all of you well. Looking forward to reading for you again in a few weeks. All right, thank you.